What's up, guys? Granger Smith here. I want to talk about this new album, Country Things, Volume 2. I kind of want to go song by song, tell you how I feel about the song, where it came from, and give you the details exclusive to iHeartRadio. The first track is called Man-Made, and this is a special song to me. It's why I put it as the first track, because it kind of feels like a 1995 Randy Travis country love song. In the studio, in the story for all these on Volume 2, it was a COVID song, so it was recorded by me and one other guy who did all the guitar parts, Derek Wells, and all of the percussion and all of the overdubs. So it's a COVID rendition, as a lot of these are, that wouldn't have been done any other way, because of the pandemic. Track 2, it's called Bye Boy Baseball. This is a song for my son, Lincoln, who's 6 years old, obsessed with baseball. It's a message for kids to be able to get outside and get away from their screens a little bit. Maybe it's a song for me as well, to remind me of that. And on Volume 1, I have a song called I Kill Spiders for my daughter London. So not to be undone, there's a song on Volume 2 called Bye Boy Baseball for my son Lincoln. Track 3, just going off the top of my head, a song called Anything Like Me. And I wrote this with some good friends of mine on the bus on tour back when things were normal. We were in Cincinnati, Ohio, and was writing a song. This is like, sometimes I write a song that doesn't start with a melody or a title. It just starts with the first line. And this song started with, if you're like me, then you might be a little less blacktop, a little more gravel. They're like, man, that's cool. Where does that go? And it ended up being this simple song just about who I am, and hopefully other people that can relate to that. I want to talk about a song next called Where I Get It From. And Where I Get It From is no doubt the song of the record that we are giving to our fans, what we call Yee Yee Nation. This is just a fun-loving, who we are anthem, recorded in the pandemic, actually right here in this room with my band, recorded part by part to create this sound. And then at the end, there's a crowd noise, so that's my band in this room singing the chorus, the last chorus, and kind of creating that party atmosphere. This is one of the songs I can't wait for this craziness to be over in 2020, so we can actually get out there and play this one live. Switching gears a little bit, there's a song called That's What Love Looks Like. And What Love Looks Like is a song that I wrote with my friends Frank Rogers and Monty Criswell. Monty wrote for George Strait, I Saw God Today. And me, Frank, and Monty were talking about what a special song that was, and thinking about those kind of lighthearted country songs that have a deep meaning, really. And What Love Looks Like came out of that day. It was an easy write, and it started off with painting this picture of what love looks like, starting with a kid washing the rust on a Chevrolet, all the way to the bridge where it talks about John 3:16. So it makes this evolution of what love looks like through the Country Things lens of my writing. I had to put this song on here called Six String Stories. That's probably the oldest song of the group. Six String Stories is something that I've been trying to write for a long time, because this is my 10th album. So looking back over the years at the previous 9 albums, I didn't keep diaries and journals, but what I did do to remember my life is write songs. That's how I always was able to express myself, and to almost a way of therapy, of getting things out of me, and music and songs have been that way, regardless of if I knew anyone was going to hear it, regardless of if I knew this was going to be my career or not. Playing the guitar and putting words to it is how I express myself. And I could look back at those old albums and I could hear stories of where I used to live and maybe the girl I was dating at the time and what my life was like. I could remember those days through this song. And Six String Stories is very special to me because of that. And then to round this album off, there's 2 Earl Dibble songs. Now on volume 1, there was only an Earl cameo, but Earl has 2 of his own songs on this volume, just like he has the last 4 albums before. So there's 2 songs, one called Workaholic, one called Diesel. Workaholic is the fun-loving, the newest rendition of Earl's creative evolution. And Earl, in case you don't know, he's my ultra country boy alter ego, lack of a better term. He's the guy behind Yee Yee. And he's been closing my shows and ending my concerts for all the way since 2012 now. So he's been a big part of what we do. And Workaholic is his newest creative rendition, which is it's stretching his boundaries a little bit. It's kind of a fun song, and usually he's more of a serious country boy. So this is going to be a lot of fun to see how people react to this. And then Diesel is the serious country boy, like, you know, dark and rolling coal. And we're about to actually go shoot this music video in Indiana next week for Diesel, and it's going to be all the craziness and the big guitars that you would expect from one of the more classic Earl songs. And that is why I put that as the last song. So there's a big difference between Man-Made that starts the record and Diesel that ends it. But I love that kind of dynamic. It's like a roller coaster that you could take on this record and go up and down and feel those different emotions. And that's what makes an album special to me. And I think that's what makes Country Things Volume 2 special. And I just hope that you guys like it. I hope that you could feel that same joy that I had putting into it. You could feel those emotions. I just hope that you could feel and connect to it. That's all we could ever ask for as a singer-songwriter. We'll see you guys. Yee yee.